It's a beautiful day in Chicago. We come to you live from Soldier Field, where the Green Bay Packers visit the Chicago Bears, the ultimate rivalry matchup here in this first round matchup in the preseason of the Franchise Stars Football League. This preseason tournament, again, a test run for the upcoming FSFL project. 16 teams are involved in here. The first 16 teams they had done. The tournament was set up as a random draw. There you see the Bears in the tunnel being led out by Bob Avellini. And that's the biggest question mark for this Bears squad. Can they get enough from the quarterback position to support Gale Sayers in the backfield, the combination of Dick Butkus and Mike Singletary leading the defense? For the Green Bay Packers, Bart Starr gets the nod over Brett Favre. A lot of people would think that's a terrific problem for the Packers to have, having that quarterback depth. The Bears surely would like to have one of them at the helm. But Avellini gets the start here. The Bears and the Packers ready to go from Soldier Field. Again, I have to do the opening kickoff to get the custom playbooks to hold. I do the kickoff and the first play, and then we can go to the more conventional broadcast view from the booth for the duration of the broadcast. Opening kickoff brought out across the 20, out across the 25. Good return there by Herb Adderley. So there you see Bart Starr take the field. He will lead things off here for the Packers. Starr gets the nod over Favre. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of contention. Probably the only other team that has a similar kind of debate at the quarterback spot would be the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers fell in their opening round matchup to the New England Patriots, 22-20. Ben Roethlisberger struggled in that one. Terry Bradshaw led a furious comeback in the second half that ultimately came up a little bit short, but probably secured the quarterback spot at the start for Terry Bradshaw. So now we can set controllers for each team back to the middle, and we can move on with the game in the more conventional broadcast mode there. So Jim Taylor is stuffed on the opening carry. Second and 10 for the Packers from the 30-yard line. Starr drops back, swings it to the right-hand side. It's complete near the sideline. It'll be a 4-yard pickup. James Lofton with the reception there. That'll bring up a 3rd and 6. See Lofton, Mark Chmura. Again, I can't edit the physical appearances of the coaches, and honestly, I can't edit the appearances until I get into franchise mode. So it's going to be the current coaches storming the sidelines at the moment. Starr being pressured here, has to throw back across his body and throws it out of bounds under a bit of pressure there. And the Packers go 3 and out on their opening drive. So a successful start for the Bears defense. Dick Butkus congratulated as he comes off the field. Punting unit is on for Green Bay. Again, if you are new to the project, first and most importantly, thank you for tuning in. Oh, there's a punt, and Gale Sayers. Gale Sayers gets to the sideline. Good return from Sayers down into Green Bay territory inside the 45. And you get the feeling the Bears are really going to go as far as Gale Sayers can take them. He's going to carry a heavy load here. Here you see Bob Avellini. Avellini gets the nod over Bobby Douglas to lead things for the Bears. His hold on that starter position a bit tenuous, one would think. But Avellini does get the start. The Bears squad should have a pretty good offensive line. The receiving corps is led by Curtis Conway. Boy, there's just a lot of contention whether they think the Bears will be able to score enough points. Pitch to Sayers wide, and he is swarmed. Fights his way through. Somehow got back to the line of scrimmage. He was hitting the backfield. Whittington with the tackle. It's a 1-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 9. So the project is each franchise has a 130-player master pool. They get 50 players at random from the start. The remaining 80 guys will all come in eventually through the rookie draft. So this is a franchise stars project that's going to have staying power. It's going to go and it's going to last. It's going to go several years. I'm hoping to take this 10, 15 seasons at least. I think the pool will be deep enough to do that. So completion there. Avellini's first toss. It goes play action here. Fires over the middle. It's complete. Sayers over the middle. So Avellini has completed his first 2 passes. It's 2nd and 5. Down to the Green Bay 27. Avellini looks off to the side. Delay. Here's Sayers. Sayers spins away from one tackle. Is hit. Stopped short of the marker. It'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Down to the 22. This figures to be a grinded-out, beat-em-up matchup. As many between these two teams have been throughout their real-life history. Handoff there. That's Brad Muster. Close to the marker, but he didn't get it. So he's brought down by Pickett, short of the marker. They go on the little fullback short yardage plunge. And they stuff him, and we'll see what the Bears do here. You can certainly make a contention either way, and they're going to go for it on 4th and inches. You've got Gale Sayers in the backfield. They pitch it wide, and the Packers are all over it. Ray Nitschke blows through, brings down Gale Sayers on 4th and inches, and the Bears are denied to open things up. No problem with the call to go for it there. I am, however, surprised they didn't just go in behind the line. Going wide on the 4th and inches was a little bit surprising. So the Packers, after going 3 and out on their opening drive, will take over from their 22-yard line. 10:15 left here in the opening quarter. Again, Mike McCarthy is assigned as the opening coach in the coach pool. Got the opening draw to lead the Packers. That's why you'll see things like Bart Starr going from the shotgun and stuff like that. We're using the Mike McCarthy playbook here as Starr finds Kenny Lofton. Kenny Lofton, I'm all right. I'm still in Franchise Stars Baseball League mode. James Lofton on the out route there. It's 1st and 10 out to the 35. Starr in the pocket, swings it. There's complete pass. Mark Chamorro with the reception there. Pickup of 10, just shy of the marker. It'll be 2nd and inches. Kyle Fuller with the tackle. The Bears going with Singletary in the middle of a 4-3. Butkus is going to play one of the outside positions. Certainly want to have both of them there. In the 3-4, both of them will be in the middle. Handoff here, Jim Taylor. Taylor loses it. It's on the ground. It looks like Green Bay has recovered, though. Jim Osborne with the tackle, so Taylor leaves it on the ground, but the Packers do recover, and they'll get the first down as well. Scary moment there for Green Bay, but they maintain possession. 1st and 10 from their 47, 3 seconds on the play clock. Starr looks complete. Complete. Max McGee down inside the Bears 30, down to the 26. Good strike there from Bart Starr. That's a perfect throw. It's Max McGee for the big gain. So Green Bay has something cooking here. 27-yard strike from Starr to McGee. Empty backfield. Starr in the pocket. Good job by the line. Complete. Touchdown, James Lofton. And the Packers made that one look easy. right down the field. James Lofton scores. It's a touchdown for Green Bay, and pending the extra point, just no longer a gimme now that they've moved the line back. But pending the extra point, the Packers will have themselves a 7-0 lead here at Soldier Field. Star to Lofton for the touchdown. Extra point is up and good. Cameraman having a seizure on the sideline there. We apologize for that. So Green Bay, good start for them. They went 3 and out on the first drive, but they more than make up for it here on this one. Ryan Longwell will come on to do the kickoff. Gale Sayers back to return kicks. He's going to be asked to do pretty much everything here for this Bears squad here in year one. Out across the 20. Gets out to the 23 where he's brought down, and Avellini will try to get back to work. So again, the Bears forced the Packers into a 3 and out on their opening drive. Got good field position. Got down to the 22. Ended up with a 4th and inches. And pitched it wide to go for it instead of taking the field goal attempt there. And Sayers was brought down. George Hallis. Drew being the coach for the Bears. So you're going to see a lot of ground attack here. Handoff for Sayers. And he is stuffed. Everybody who plays the Bears is going to know to key on Sayers. So it's going to be an uphill climb for Gale Sayers throughout the first Franchise Stars Football League season. Pickup of 1 there, 2nd and 9 from the 24. Handoff. Sayers tries to cut it back in, and again, he is contained. Back to the line of scrimmage. Santana Dotson with the tackle for Green Bay. It'll be 3rd and 9. Avellini drops back. Looks to the right-hand side, complete near the marker. Missed tackle there, and it's going to be a 1st down. Scott with the reception. Missed tackle lets him slip by. So he looked like he was going to be a little bit short of the marker, but went for the big hit instead of wrapping him up. And that let him get the extra couple of yards. 1st and 10 from the 33 for Chicago. Avellini. There's another pass. That one misses the mark. It's incomplete. First miss for Avellini so far in the early going. It'll be 2nd and 10. Pitch wide to Sayers. Sayers tries to get out wide, and he just can't do it. So far, a terrific job there. Willie Davis brings Sayers down. Sayers still looking to break one. Green Bay has contained him well here in this opening frame. 3rd and 10. Avellini drops back. Fires to the right-hand side, misses the mark. It's incomplete. And the punting unit will come on for Chicago. So 4th and 10. Packers will get the ball back. Should get decent field position. It's not great. That's a good punt, though. Taken all the way back at the 15. Not much room for a return there for Herb Adderley. So a good punt. I'm blanking on who the Bears drew as their punter in year one. They didn't give me a stat line there up top to refer to, so I apologize for that. I do have all of the rosters posted for the first 16 teams on the Facebook page. Give that a like if you have not as of yet. And also on the Discord channel, which I will drop into the chat here as well. Handoff there. Taylor's wrapped up. Nothing doing. So the Bears defense has done a good job on Jim Taylor so far. Barry Minter with the tackle there. It'll be 2nd and 10. Back into the shotgun for Starr. Pressure comes up the middle, and he is hammered. Mike Singletary. Nobody picks up Singletary, who blitzes. Starr does get the pass off, but it falls incomplete. And he takes a hit from Singletary. Again, the Bears have Singletary in the middle. They've got Butkus on the outside. Starr drops back, 3rd and 10. Pass, and that one's just dropped. Short pass there to Jim Taylor, who couldn't hold on. And the Packers go 3 and out. So Green Bay will punt. 3:38 left here in the opening quarter. It's 7-0 Packers. It's first round preseason tournament matchup for the FSFL. Fair catch called by Sayers at his 38. And that's where the Bears will get back to work. Avellini completed his first 3 passes, but now he's missed on his last couple. High formation here. It's a handoff to Sayers. Sayers picks up a couple. 7 carries for 10 yards so far for Sayers. Again, Green Bay's defense doing a fine job. Does pick up 4 on that one, though. That's his best carry to this point. Second and 6 from the 42. Pitch. Sayers tries to cut it outside, and he's bottled up again. So again, the fact that the Packers can key on Sayers, and that basically anybody playing the Bears can key on Sayers, is very quickly becoming evident here. It's going to be a tough slog for Sayers to try to break anything here. 3rd and 7. And they give it to Sayers on 3rd and 7 on the long range, and they get him to the outside. So on what's normally going to be a passing down, they give it to Sayers there to see if things open up, and they do. Ellis with the tackle, but Sayers breaks one here down inside the Green Bay 40. Gets them down to the 37. We'll see if that opens things up for Sayers a little bit. There's the pitch. They try to get to the outside. Nothing doing there. A random, I was going to say, that guy has no moves. So Sayers gets the rest there. They should have gone to, they have 1 halfback and 3 fullbacks. So from a depth chart perspective, it should have been one of the fullbacks who got that carry to give Sayers a rest there. I'm going to have to go and double check that depth chart. So Joe Random gets stopped in the backfield, and now there's the incomplete pass from Avellini. 3rd and 12. From the 40. There may have been early movement there. Don't see a flag, though. Avellini throws to the right. It's complete. Going to be short of the marker, though. Mike Ditka with the reception. It's a pickup of 5 down to the 35. It'll be 4th and 8. This is a long-range kick. But they'll go for it. Go for the field goal, I mean. 52-yard attempt coming up. The kick is up, and it is good. So big strike there to end the first quarter. A 52-yard field goal gets the Bears on the board. At the end of 1 here at Soldier Field, it's 7-3 Packers. Give me one moment here. Oh, nope, it won't let me. It's funny. This game doesn't let you pause, like indiscriminately. You can't just hit the pause button whenever you want to. So like it has to be like right between a play. Like it won't let you interrupt certain animations to pause it. Because I wanted to check the Bears kicker. Each team has, in that master 130 player pool, each franchise has 4 kickers. They obviously only start with 1. So let's go and just see stats, player stats, scoring summary. Paul Edinger is the kicker there. Longwell's the kicker for the Packers. Paul Edinger is the kicker for the Bears. So Edinger's 52-yarder gets the Bears on the board. We're just underway here in quarter number 2. Bart Starr will go back to work for Green Bay. So Mike McCarthy has Starr in the shotgun here. Play action there to Jones. Goes down the field, incomplete. He had Davante Adams. Adams couldn't hold on to it. Pass a little high. That's a play that you feel like Davante Adams will normally pull in. This Packers team has some weapons. It's funny that their overall rating is down a little bit, the way the game calculates it, but I feel like the Packers are better than what their overall rating in the game is here. Pass over the middle. That's complete to James Lofton. 4th reception so far of the game for Lofton, who caught the touchdown pass early. So 1st and 10 from the 41. Once again in the shotgun. There's a handoff to Jones, and he's bottled up quickly. His first attempt of the game. Brought down by Kyle Fuller. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Taylor back in is the lone setback here. From the 40. Starr drops back, swings it to Taylor wide. Taylor jukes one man. Forced out of bounds. I guess they call that a rush because it was the pass was actually behind him, so it goes as a carry. That was a little weird. Still think of that as a pass, but goes down as Taylor's 4th carry of the game. It's 3rd and 7. Starr drops back. Looks complete. Brought down Bubba Franks there. Makes the catch, but he's hit just shy of the marker. And it's going to be 4th and inches for Green Bay. Packers will not attempt to go for it here. They will punt, try to pin the Bears deep. Angle kick to the side. It's going to go out around. They're going to spot it at the 25. That's a terrible punt. Shanked going for the sideline. And the Bears will happily take the ball from the 25 there. Avellini and Muster in the backfield. There's a handoff. Sayers up the middle. Tries to spin away from one tackle. Rolls, gets a couple yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ray Nitschke leading this Packers defense. We got Willie Davis, Herb Adderley, Leroy Butler. Some fine quality names on that Green Bay defense. Oh, fake the sweep there. It's a handoff to Sayers out across the 30. He'll pick up 5. 3rd and 3 from the 32. Bulk of those yards came on one carry. for Sayers, but he does seem to be starting to find a little bit of a rushing rhythm. It's another handoff, first down and more. Sayers out across the 40, out across the 45. Butler comes up for the tackle, but it's a good run there for Gale Sayers. The Bears' offensive line starting to open up some gaps. The Bears certainly weren't going to go away from Sayers when he was struggling earlier on. And now they're reaping the rewards of that as the Soldier Field crowd gets into it a bit. 1st and 10 from the 46 as we approach the 10-minute mark left in the first half. And off there, it's Mustard. It's out near midfield, pickup of 4. Bears also have Matt Suey they could give the ball to as well. 2nd and 6 from the midfield stripe. Handoff. Tries to cut it back. Pulls his way ahead. Sayers was dead to rights there and somehow surged forward. Picks up 4 and is now down to the 46. It's a 3rd and 2 situation here for the Bears. Leaning very heavily on Gale Sayers here. 3rd and 2, man in motion. Handoff. Oh, and that's all right. We got to try to do something about that. So that's that Joe Random character, and we've got to see if we can do something about swapping that out, because we can't have that guy coming in to big portions of this game and killing drives. So we'll handle this punt, and then we'll take care of that. So the Packers will take over from their 27. That was a bad angle punt attempt from the Bears as well. So both teams' punters have shanked attempts to pin the other team deep. I formation here for Green Bay. Handoff Taylor out across the 30. It's not letting me pause for the Bears here. I'm trying to get that running back situation taken care of. Handoff, Taylor, brought down. It's so weird. I don't know why it's not doing that. Hold on one second. Go options, controller, select. Let me do it this way. It means I have to call a play, so be it. But there we go. All right. Shouldn't have to do that to make that move, so I apologize for the little hang up here. All right. So let's get Matt Suey up into that 2nd spot. And we'll move Roland Harper into the 3rd spot, and that should take care of that situation. I thought that was how it was set before. So again, I apologize for that. Don't be mad at me, Bears fans. I was not trying to screw your team, I promise. And now it's going to make me call a defense. That's fine. Or watch this play from this view. That's all right. Starr drops back. Pass, and it's picked off. It's picked off. Interception, Kyle Fuller. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. As a personal foul. Roughing the passer on Jim Osborne. So instead of the turnover, Green Bay is going to keep possession because of the roughing the passer call. That is huge. The Packers get a huge break there. Aaron Jones with the carry, stuffed at the line. They say he got 2 there. So the Kyle Fuller interception is nullified by the Jim Osborne late hit, roughing the passer call. And the Packers maintain possession. 2nd and 8 from midfield. Handoff, Taylor to the outside. Missed tackle there, he jukes Fuller. First down for Jim Taylor. Good run there from Taylor. Down to the Chicago 40. Inside 6 minutes left here in the first half. High formation. Pretty tight set here for the Packers. Starr drops back. Pass complete. Lofton over the middle, down inside the 20. Starr now 8 of 12 for 128 and a score. That's Lofton's 5th reception of the game. A little bit of confusion there as Lofton and Adams ended up in virtually the same spot. But the only guys who had to know what was going on there were them. Play works. It's 1st and 10 from the Bears 18. And boy, does that roughing the passer call look huge right now. Starr, pass, Adams down inside the 5, complete. It'll be 1st and goal for Green Bay. 16-yard strike to Devontae Adams. Packed set here. Goal line defense for the Bears. Handoff. They give it to Aaron Jones. Jones is stopped. 2nd and goal. From the 2. They've got Jones in again. Here instead of Jim Taylor, John Brockington doing the lead blocking. They pitch, they try to get Jones to the outside. Jones finds the gap and is in. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. Green Bay scores. And they have a chance to go up here 14-3 pending the extra point. Again, Kyle Fuller had intercepted Bart Starr. But that was nullified by a roughing the passer call against Jim Osborne. Kept the drive alive and the Packers make Green Bay pay. Brian Longwell on for the extra point. Kick is up and good. 6 plays, 52 yards, and 327 for Green Bay. 3:29 left in the half. And for a team that is going to be offensively struggled this season, that turn of events after the penalty, nullifying the interception, is huge for Chicago. So here's the kickoff. Sayers back to return. Takes it from the goal line. Out across the 20, he's brought down. Clay Matthews on the stop there. 13 carries for 55 yards for Sayers so far for the Bears. Started off slow. He started to get some momentum going. Avellini trying to rally the troops in the huddle. Here's the pitch to Sayers. Sayers tries to get outside. Nothing doing there. Brought down. Oh my goodness, I don't remember how to pronounce that guy's name. I'll mangle it. Ubahad something or other. I apologize. I don't remember the second half of his name. But whoever it was, he made a very nice play. 2nd and 13. They try to go wide with Sayers again. Sayers cuts that one back out across the 25. Brought down by Matthews. His first tackle of the game. It's a 3rd and 6. Approaching the 2-minute warning. We'll see if they decide to run another play. Logic would dictate that they do. Handoff. Sayers stuffed there. Willie Davis, first man to get to him. And that'll bring up a 4th and 4. So they were able to shake Sayers loose running him earlier on a passing down. This time, Green Bay is up for the stop. 2-minute warning, 14-3 Green Bay, and the Bears will have to punt again. Fair catch called by Adderley. It'll be at the 28-yard line. So now the Packers will have a chance to get down the field. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. In the first game of this tournament, the Steelers-Patriots game, Ben Roethlisberger's terrible first half opened the door for Terry Bradshaw to come in. Starr has left no such opening for Brett Favre to come in and try to stake claim to the starting job here. 9 of 14 after that incompletion for 144 and a touchdown. He did have what would have been an interception nullified on the last drive. 2nd and 10. High snap. Starr's able to grab it, though. Swings it wide to the left, complete to Lofton. Starr has established his favorite target at this point. 7-yard pickup for Lofton, who's got 6 catches for 91 yards here in the first. 3rd and 3 from the 35. Drops back. Pass. Complete. Davante Adams out near midfield. Ryan Longwell kicking into a net on the Green Bay sideline. Good coverage there, but Starr makes a perfect strike. Adams reels it in. Not going to use any of the timeouts as of yet. Moving things along. It's an empty backfield right now. Starr changing something up. Drops back. He's gotten great protection all day. That pass there, underthrown on the out route. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. In the shotgun. Starr drops back. And Starr steps up. Doesn't want to run. But Starr had room there. He could have run, and he's going to be chased down from behind. Great coverage by the Bears. Starr was going to run, then he stopped, hoping something would open up. It never did. Butkus was there, but I don't think Butkus was the first one to get to him. And the sack makes it 3rd and 11 from the 49. Great job by the Bears secondary. Starr swings it to the left, and it's incomplete. So the Packers had some promise there to get some points on the board, but it ends up getting turned aside. 37 seconds left here in the half. 14-3 Green Bay. And on comes the punting unit. Another one angled to the sideline. Still not a great punt. Better than the last one, but still only getting that to the 21. That's only about 30 yards. So the angle kicking has not worked out well for either side so far. There have been a couple of opportunities for both teams to pin the other team deep, and they've been unsuccessful. And each team only has one punter on their draw, so there's no backup punter who can come in. So we'll see how aggressively the Bears try to play this, starting from their 21. They do have 3 timeouts, though. Avellini over the middle. It's complete. I believe that was Ditka with the reception there. 8-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 2. They'll take a timeout. 2nd catch for Ditka. Nick Barnett with the tackle. Sayers the lone setback here. Avellini, throw, complete. Ditka again, out across the 40. They use another timeout. Nice to get these completions, but there's not a lot of yardage coming from them. Only one timeout left. Tackle there from Nitschke, his 4th of the game. 22 seconds left here in the first half. First and 10, Avellini. Has to throw again. Pass, he hits Sayers out of the backfield. Cuts back, spins away from a tackle, but is brought down. He gets down into Green Bay territory, his 2nd catch of the game. At the 48. "16 seconds left. They are out of timeouts. So they're going to have to try to get out of bounds in order to stop the clock or get a spike situation. That pass is incomplete. Avellini, 7 of 11, but only 63 yards passing. He has not tried to go down the field at all. Edinger has a good leg, but you still need to get him 10 to 15 yards here to even have a shot at a field goal. Play action. Swung wide. Along the sideline. And he's unable to get out of bounds, and that's going to bring things to a close. Brad Muster tackled right along the sideline, but Leroy Butler won't let him out. And that's how we get to halftime. So the score at the midway point, 14-3 Green Bay. And you see Aaron Jones with the touchdown run earlier. There's Bart Starr's touchdown strike to James Lofton. Going in reverse order, the touchdown happened first. So we get ready to start the second half here at Soldier Field. And the Bears offense has struggled mightily. This is going to be the problem for the Bears in year one. Avellini not playing badly. But he is somewhat limited. Give some credit, of course, to this Packers defense, which is very solid. Longwell with the kick. Taken by Sayers. And Clay Matthews hits him before the 20. Good coverage there from Matthews. So 1st and 10, the Bears will start from their 19. Still a 2-score game. They're going to try to change that with this opening drive of the second half. Handoff Sayers. And Green Bay is all over him. Loss of 2 on the play, Nitschke. First man to hit him. It's had Nitschke stuck on 4 tackles in that graphic, which isn't accurate. He's got at least 6 now. That graphic is incorrect. Ultimately, the end of the game stats, I've seen that happen before, where the game graphic kind of gets stuck, but then if you look at the stats at the end, guys have the numbers they're supposed to have. Just with respect to tackles, all the other numbers seem to update right, but for some reason it kind of gets itself locked in the tackles category at different times. 3rd and 12 from the 17. Avellini looks. He's got good protection, but now it breaks down, and he's brought down. Douglas gets in with the tackle. Brings Avellini down back at the 6. Mike Douglas. There was protection, and then suddenly there wasn't. As soon as he started to move to the left, Douglas had gotten away from his man. Good coverage there by the Packers. 4th and 23 in Chicago's opening drive of the second half. Will result in a punt. Good hang time there. Fair catch called by Adderley just onto the Green Bay side of the field. They actually spotted at midfield there. Looked like he was at the 49. But different view from up here in the booth, I suppose. 13:27 left in the third. We're just underway here in the second half. Packers with a 14-3 lead. Starr drops back. Looking. Good protection there. Great coverage again by the Bears downfield, though, and Starr has to throw it away. Jim Osborne in Starr's grill once again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, Osborne hit with that roughing the passer call earlier on that nullified the Kyle Fuller interception. Green Bay ultimately continued that drive to go in and score the touchdown that made it 14-3. Starr hits Chamorro across the middle down inside the 45. Fuller with the tackle. Second reception for Chamorro. It'll be 3rd and 3. Brett Favre. The unfortunate task of backing up Bart Starr. Wonder if once this is all set and the Franchise Stars Football League actually begins, there's a false start by the Packers. Once the league actually begins, it'll be interesting to see if it pulls off a trade. I'm going to try to set it up. I have to confirm whether I can do this, but I basically I'm going to have controls over every team so that I can kind of limit some things, but I will handle roster moves and stuff like that, game to game and whatnot. And Starr brought down there for the sack. Mike Brown comes back on the defensive back blitz. Second sack for the Bears. And that'll bring up 4th and 12, and the Packers will have to punt. First 2 attempts at hitting the Bears deep on these punts didn't go well. Again, that one not a great punt. That one stays in the field of play. Fielded at the 15, brought out to the 23. I don't remember who the punter is for the Packers, but he is not putting forth a particularly good effort in this game. But what I was saying about the quarterback thing is I would like it so that I can handle all the roster moves and stuff, like depth chart things and game plan things and all that stuff, but I would like the computer to handle trades and things like of that nature. I have to double check and see if that's something that is possible. If not, then I'll do it, and that's fine. And I'll devise a system by which to negotiate trades and such. Hand off here to Brad Muster. Picks up a couple. Robinson in there for his first tackle of the game. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Packers defense has played well. The Bears offense has been basically Gale Sayers or bust. Here's Sayers. Nitschke, first guy to get him there. Only picks up a yard. 18 carries for 60 yards for Gale Sayers. If you're the Packers, you'll take that with pleasure. Third and 7 from the 26. Play action. Avellini rolls to the left, now throws back across his body. Dangerous throw. He tried to get Ditka free down the field, but Leroy Butler was there to break it up, and the Bears again go 3 and out. I think you're going to see a lot of this from the Bears this season. This offense just... You can't ask Gale Sayers to do everything. And if you're going against any defense that has any kind of formidability to it, I think this Bears offense is going to struggle in year one. So Starr back to control here for Green Bay. 10:22 left in the third. Packers will start off from their 24. Taylor is the lone setback. Bubba Franks and Mark Chamorro both in a two tight end set here to the left. Starr drops back. Looking, rolls to the right, and he's going to throw it away. Under pressure, Starr does not want to scramble if he doesn't have to. Tried to get away before, held on to one for a while and took a sack. This one he gets rid of. So the Bears defense has played pretty well in this game. But Green Bay has dominated time of possession. Handoff here. Here's Aaron Jones. Jones out across the 30. Gets close to the marker. They'll say he got it. 5th carry of the game for Jones, who had the rushing touchdown earlier on. That made it 14-3. We get down inside the 10-minute mark. Starr swings it to the left side, complete to Lofton. Short gain there. 7th catch of the game for Lofton as he approaches the 100-yard mark. Second and 5. Handoff. Jones tries to get to the outside and does. Big hit there from Singletary, who hammers Jones shy of the marker. That's only the 2nd tackle recorded by Singletary, though. Again, I haven't done defensive playbooks yet. So I'm using, the game has a default multiple D playbook, so it'll swing between 4-3 and 3-4, and I intend to do defensive playbooks at some point. But again, with the defense, with the different defensive personnels and stuff like that, multiple defense thing I don't think works necessarily badly, but I would like to build the defensive playbooks. Again, I build the playbooks based on the Action PC. If you are not familiar with Action PC, and you are a PC gaming fan, texting, text, largely a text sim, I'd still classify it as. As Chamorro makes the grab there for the first down. Check out Action PC from Dave Cook Sports. I believe it's dksports.com. Action PC is a fantastic game. Series of games. Their baseball game is terrific too. It's not the kind of way I prefer to play, but it's a terrific game, and certainly I will strongly support anybody throwing some of their money DK Sports way. But they have different game plans based on coach statistics for each season. So when I establish what coach is assigned to each of these franchises, I've then devised a system to take the Action PC game plans and turn it into a Madden playbook that the teams can use. Short pass here. Bubba Franks fights to get to the first down marker, and he does. Good work there from Big Bubba Franks, his 2nd catch of the game. Out of bounds at the 37. But he finds the marker, and it's 1st and 10. The chains will move again for Green Bay. Taylor the lone setback here. They give it to Taylor. Picks up a couple. Only the 8th carry. Taylor 8 carries for 22 yards. So the Bears defense on the whole really has played pretty well here. But they have just been on the field seemingly for an eternity. Mike McCarthy puts the Packers once again in the shotgun. Starr swings it, incomplete. That's a poor pass from Starr. He missed the mark there. 3rd and 8 from the Bears 35. Starr in the shotgun. Aaron Jones back there with him. They've got 3 receivers high. Starr looks, swings to the left-hand side. That's complete to Chamorro, but he's shy of the marker. 4th and 1 from the 28. Be interested to see what the Packers do here. You could go for it in this situation. The Bears have not done much to you, but they're going to go for the field goal attempt. 45 yards for Ryan Longwell. Snap, the kick is up, and good. So Longwell splits the uprights right down the center, and the Packers extend their lead to 14. It's 17-3 with 5:52 left in the third. So Longwell will kick. Sayers again, the deep man for Chicago. He's asked to do pretty much everything. This Packers secondary is terrific. I don't think Curtis Conway has a reception yet. It's basically been Sayers running it, and they've tried to hit Ditka on a few short passes and hope to open him up. That's been the extent of the offense. Again, Ditka not in the Chicago coaching pool because he is in the player pool. If this league goes on long enough, where Ditka plays his career and retires, I would then, of course, enter him into the player pool. We're a long way from that being a consideration. 1st and 10 from the 36. Bears trying to get something going. Pitch wide. Sayers tries to get to the outside. He is brought down there. Nitschke gets over there to him, and still has Ray Nitschke stuck on 4 tackles. Let me see. Can I bring up what the correct number is? Can I pause it here? We'll try to pause it after the next play, maybe. Nitschke's got to be up around 8 or 9 tackles, I would think. I formation on 2nd and 8. Morris in motion to handoff. Sayers bottled up again. 20 carries for 64 yards for Gale Sayers. Let's go to the defensive stats. I just want to see if it's actually tallying Nitschke. Yeah. So Nitschke actually has 13 tackles on the game. Not the 4 it keeps on saying he has. Nitschke has been terrific. So 3rd and 7, 4.5 minutes left here in quarter number 3 from Soldier Field. First round playoff game of the Franchise Stars Football League preseason tournament. And Sayers, 3rd and 7, makes the carry. Jukes to the outside. He steps out of bounds. Oh boy, nice move there from Gale Sayers. Leaves Jesse Whittington in the dust, but they say he stepped out. And that's the run on a 3rd and 7 situation that got Sayers going a bit in the first half. But at some point, Avellini is going to have to get the ball down the field a bit. Handoff, Sayers up the middle, picks up a couple. 22 carries for 81 yards. They are riding him hard at this point. Second and 8 from the 43. Pitch, and that play is read beautifully. Oh my goodness, Sayers hammered in the backfield. Grabbed by Keith Ellis. Louis Davis came in to put an exclamation point on the end of that. So now it's 3rd and 15. Still a fairly compact set here for the Bears. Avellini drops back. Under pressure, down he goes. Douglas picks up the sack. Avellini is grounded, and so are the Bears' hopes for this drive. Mike Douglas with the sack. Avellini tried to roll left, and Douglas, who had been contained there, rolls off his blocker. Gets Avellini, brings him down. And Chicago will have to punt once again. And I think we're going to let Bobby Douglas come in for the Bears when they get the ball back and see if they can possibly get something going. I don't know why it's doing that for the secondary. Oh, turned off that controller for a minute. Hold on. I apologize there. So let me move this to controller select for a moment. Do the Bears. Oh, now it's gonna make me call a play here. But that's all right. And EA has so many weird machinations, things that kind of do not run as smoothly as they should. In the end of the day, the game is really good. But, man, the hoops they make you jump through sometimes leave a little bit to be desired. So we're going to get Douglas to come in when the Bears get the ball back. And see if he can spark the troops. It's not even that Avellini has played terribly individually. It's just that nothing's been going right for the Bears. Try to get a change, even if it means Douglas scrambling, because Douglas not much of a passer. So Starr in the shotgun here. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Swings that one. There's Lofton. That should get Lofton over the 100-yard mark. 3rd and 4. Yep, 8 catches for 102 now for James Lofton, along with a touchdown. I'm realizing on the tackles thing, I think it's saying solo tackles without any, like, assisted tackles or whatever. I think that's part of what's happening with that graphic. Starr, pass there. Davante Adams has the first down on the quick out route. So, with Lofton and Davante Adams, the Packers really have a fine receiving corps. They've got a good tight end in Chamora. Got a Hall of Fame running back in Jim Taylor. And a pair of Hall of Fame quarterbacks in Starr and Favre. Pass there over the middle, complete to Adams. Again, they run a route there where Adams and Lofton kind of ended up in the same spot. They did that on a play earlier on, flooding the zone a little bit. But it works. Clock ticking away here. That should bring us to the end of the third. They may get a playoff here before the whistle sounds. 2-1, and that'll bring us to the end of the third. So 17-3, the Packers lead the Bears here in this first round matchup. Mike McCarthy throwing the ball a ton for Green Bay. It's funny seeing Bart Starr in an offense that's throwing the ball out there. But that's one of the cool things. I mean, I think it's cool anyway, in doing things this way. Having the different coach possibilities for teams. It's not always going to, basically the coach pool is any coach who led their franchise to the playoffs. And then I've got kind of a weighted point system. I'll detail that in some other separate video. That'll be short, just to kind of detail kind of the little minutia stuff that I love talking about this project. But, will the coach fit the roster? Taylor breaks this one free. Biggest rush of the game for Jim Taylor. Gets out to the 48. And this Bears defense might just be wearing down. Again, they have been on the field seemingly for this entire game. But like seeing if the schemes fit. Does the right coach with the right team and the right players, and is it's going to be the right offense for the group of players that they have. Those are all like real considerations. So it's going to be cool to see whether that works out. Complete there for Chamora, his 5th catch of the game. 7 tackles now for Kyle Fuller. From the Chicago 49. Starr throws to the right. It's complete. Chamora has the first down. Just nice, quick, short passes. 21 of 33 now for 244 for Bart Starr. 6th catch of the game for Mark Chamora. And off Taylor. Up the middle. He's stopped. Butkus pops him at the end of that. I'm not sure he was the first guy there, but certainly Butkus came in there to lay the hit. 2nd and 9 from the 36. And Green Bay just wants to make sure they don't make any mistakes at this point. Second and 9. Another handoff to Taylor. Taylor tries to cut it back, and Singletary blows him up. Again, this Bears defense, very formidable at the linebacker spot with Singletary and Butkus. And the Bears defense really has not done a bad job in this game at all. But they have just been on the field for a terrible amount of time. Starr lofts one down the right-hand side, broken up. Nice play. I'll catch who that is. I apologize. 29, but I don't remember off the top of my head from doing the rosters. I'm usually pretty good about it. So Longwell will come on for a 52-yard attempt to try to extend the lead for Green Bay here. Puts this one up, and it's good. So Longwell hits again from long distance. And the Packers extend their lead to 20-3. Now the Bears will make the change at quarterback. Bobby Douglas will come into this game and see if he can light a fire under the Bears offense. Bob Avellini, nothing atrocious on his part, but could never generate a big play. Douglas, while not a particularly good passer, does give you a little bit of an option there, having a quarterback who can run. Sayers with the return out to the 23, and Bobby Douglas checks in here for the Bears. 10:55 left in the game, so there is time, but if anything's going to rally here for the Bears, it has to start with this drive. Playing Douglas, a much different animal back there, a quarterback for the Bears than Avellini, so we'll see how the Packers handle the adjustment here. And they have Douglas back to pass. So, well, he's not going to run anywhere there. Willie Davis obliterates Bobby Douglas. Third sack for the Packers. And that's a rude greeting to this game for Douglas. Davis comes unchecked. Second and 16. Douglas drops, short pass there, finds Ditka. Ditka fights off Nitschke, but doesn't have much room. Only a pickup of 6. Fourth catch of the game for Ditka. We get down inside the 10-minute mark. It's 3rd and 11. Problem with having Douglas in a 20-3 game is you really need to throw the ball. That's not Douglas's strong suit. 3rd and 11. Douglas rolls to the left, and he's going to keep it. Here he goes. Bobby Douglas out across the 40. Douglas up the sideline. Past midfield into Green Bay territory. Well, there's the strength of Bobby Douglas, a 29-yard carry. Believe that's the biggest offensive play of the game to this point for the Bears. Douglas set to throw, found an opening, and took it. Alexander with the tackle. Down inside, 9 minutes left. Douglas shots back, and again, Willie Davis. Second sack of the drive. Davis had been relatively contained to this point, but Davis hammers Douglas. It's another 6-yard loss, just as he had to open up the drive. And you can see this is a very, very daunting situation because the Packers are just going to pin their ears back a bit. Short pass there. I believe that's the first catch for Curtis Conway in this game. Down to the Packer 36. It is. 19-yard pickup for Conway. So Conway is supposed to be the lead receiver for the Bears, and that's his first reception of this game. Fantastic job by Herb Adderley and Leroy Butler. Swings there, short pass to Ditka. So Douglas is 3 of 3. They're just letting him throw short. 5th catch of the game for Ditka. Nick Barnett with the tackle. It's 2nd and 3. We'll get down around the 7-minute mark here. And off there. Sayers pulls his way ahead. 24 carries, 79 yards for Sayers. Gets the first down there. Down to the 25. I formation here for the Bears. It's a big set. Drops back. Pass incomplete. Thrown behind his man. Jesse Whittington there on the coverage. It'll be 2nd and 10. Douglas signals for motion. Jim Morris moves. It's a handoff to Sayers. Sayers goes off tackle, pops it outside. Gale Sayers inside the 5, pulls his way into the end zone. Terrific run for Gale Sayers. The Bears find pay dirt and now give themselves a little bit of hope. Gale Sayers, and that was just a fantastic run from Gale Sayers. Everybody notes in these streams when they see one of the old-time players do that, oh, I wish you could turn off those celebrations, and I agree. But that's a terrific run from Gale Sayers to get the Bears into the end zone. 9 plays, 78 yards, 452, and Bobby Douglas comes off the bench and gets the Bears down the field. It's only one drive, so we'll see what happens. But you certainly could make a case that Douglas should get the nod over Avellini when this league actually kicks off. Again, we're still a few weeks from that. I still got a bunch more teams to do, but I have got ratings compiled for most players on the remaining 16 teams, so it's just a matter of data entry at this point. And, of course, getting the appearances. The longest part about doing the players is getting the appearances right. I try to get everybody's equipment right. There you see James Lofton, who's had a fine game. 8 receptions for 102 yards. You only get stock faces with EA, so you can't really customize faces, and they're covered by helmets, so that's not a huge deal. But I do want to get guys' gear right, so every time I create a player, I bring them up, I set their height and weight, and then I bring up a picture of them on Google from their playing, and I set their appearances based on that. Players, of course, as Jim Taylor is stuffed there. Pickup of 1. Players, of course, in the course of their careers, changed appearances as far as what equipment they wore and didn't wear and whatever. So and you may see a guy in equipment that you may not be how you identify him as, but it will be equipment that he certainly wore during the course of his career. Starr airing this one out, going deep. He's got a man downfield that's broken up. He had Lofton, but good defending there. That pass is broken up. Not quite certain, other than Fuller, about the numbers on the Bears defensive back. So I apologize for that. When I start doing the league, I'm really going to have to do like roster printouts and stuff like that, so I can get that stuff accurate. There's Richardson breaking that one up, 4th and 9. And the Packers will have to punt. So you've got 5 minutes plus left in this game. The Bears should end up with decent field position here, and if they can strike quickly, they're going to feel like they've got a little bit of hope. Taken by Sayers at the 40, only 3 or 4 yards on the return. So Bobby Douglas, who engineered a touchdown drive coming into this game to start, try to do it again and raise some hope here for Chicago. I formation. Douglas drops back. Swings it wide to Brad Muster, but Muster ideally would have caught that ball on the run. By the time he got started again, Willie Davis was all over it. Nothing to do there. It's a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Drops back. Scrambles. And Douglas is going to put it down. Here comes the run to the outside. He gets to the corner again. Dives before the hit from Nitschke. But another fine run from Bobby Douglas has the Bears down to the Packers' 31. Willie Davis was in pursuit in search of his 3rd sack of the game. And Douglas takes off and gets to the outside. 4 minutes left. Handoff, Sayers. Sayers to the outside. Leroy Butler steps up, first man to him. Nitschke comes in for some help. And that's a loss. It's 2nd and 13. Nice job there by Leroy Butler. Him and Herb Adderley have been outstanding on the corners in this game for Green Bay. Play action. Douglas rolls to his left, complete. Short reception there. Douglas 5 of 6 for 37. Curtis Conway, his 2nd reception of the game. 3rd and 8. He's out of bounds to stop the clock. Even if Chicago can get a field goal here, they need points on this drive, but a field goal would still get them within 1 score. Douglas. Pass over the middle, complete. There's Conway down inside the 10. Brought down around the 6. 1st and goal for the Bears. They're not dead yet. No huddle. 2:43 left. Douglas drops. Rolls left, throws back across his body. Looked for Sayers there. Threw it behind him, though. It's incomplete. 2nd and goal from the 6. Avellini. Behind center. Test back. Oh, he tried to keep it, and that time he was stuffed. He thought he saw a gap up the middle. Pickett says no. That'll go down as a sack there for a marginal loss. And it's now 3rd and goal from the 8. Back in the no huddle. Time ticking away on the Bears. Play action. Douglas. Douglas is going to put it down and run. And he's got room. Bobby Douglas, touchdown Bears. Douglas keeps it, and I'll tell you, he is a weapon back there. He's not a great passer, but he is a weapon. And the Bears with 2 touchdowns in the 4th. Behind Bobby Douglas have gotten themselves back into it here. Extra point coming for Paul Edinger to make this a 3-point game. And Edinger nails it. 8 plays, 58 yards for 256. And Bobby Douglas may very well have just put his stamp on the starting job here in Chicago. He does give them a terrific weapon back there for sure. It's such a difference, especially with him coming in after Avellini. 2 very different players. So they're going to opt for the deep kick here and call on the Bears defense to try to stop Green Bay. Adderley out across the 20, out to the 24. 2:03 left. So the 2-minute warning will serve as a timeout opportunity for the Bears. It's fortuitous for them. They also have all 3 of their timeouts. So the Packers are going to need to get a first down here to have a hope of icing this one. 1st and 10. Taylor the lone setback. Up the middle. Pop there by Singletary, and we're at the 2-minute warning. 6-yard pickup on the first down there for Taylor. 2nd and 4 from the 30. Starr goes to the shotgun. He does have Taylor back there with him. It's a handoff. Taylor knocked down. Good tackle there. Bears will call a timeout. Mike Brown. Brown is number 30. Okay. Brown with the tackle. It's 3rd and 1, and this is a huge play in this game. There's some similarities to this and the opening broadcast between the Patriots and the Steelers, where the Patriots dominated early. The Steelers mounted a comeback behind Terry Bradshaw and had to get a big stop in a similar situation to this, and were unable to get it, and the Bears are unable to get it here. First down, Jim Taylor barrels ahead, moves the chains, first down to the 39. Bears will use a timeout, but they only have one remaining, and that should pretty much lock this up for the Green Bay Packers. We'll see if the AI does anything remotely weird here. Because really, technically, they could go into the kneel down at this point. But as long as they've run it, it's okay. Handoff there, Aaron Jones. He's hammered. Bears will use their last timeout. Pickup of 2. Out to the 41. A big hit coming up from the secondary. Once again, they've got the setbacks there. Handoff, Taylor. Taylor covers up. He's not going to let anything take that ball from him. 3rd and 3 out to the 47. Down to a minute and a half left. Big stop opportunity here. The Bears could get the ball back. 3-2, they'll let the clock go down as far as they could. Pass over the middle, and that'll ice it. Starr finds James Lofton. 9th reception of the game for Lofton. And that will wrap things up here for the Packers. They'll be able to go into the kneel down now and wrap this game up. Starr takes the knee, and the Packers will hold on and advance in the tournament. So the Bears now have a quarterback controversy with Bobby Douglas's fine effort here in the 4th quarter. You'd have to think that he's going to get the starting nod once the season starts, which is the next time we'll see the Bears. But the Packers come into Soldier Field and take this first round contest 20-17 over Chicago. Fine work from Bart Starr. Good effort from the Packers defense. And the Packers survive. Again, Green Bay, by virtue of winning this game, will play the winner of the Giants-Lions contest once that occurs. But that's a terrific job, particularly from Herb Adderley and Leroy Butler. They limited Johnny Morris to 1 catch for 12 yards. Curtis Conway, 3 for 48. And the Green Bay secondary, a strength of this team. But again, the EA calculates their overall rating as though the Packers aren't that good. I think it tops them out at a 79. But there's a lot. I think the gap between their top players and their second-tier players might be pretty significant. But the Packers have a lot of talent on this year 1 roster. So we'll take a quick look at some stats here. Bart Starr, 22 of 37 for 256, a touchdown, no interceptions. Again, he had the 1 pickoff, but that was nullified by the roughing the passer call on Jim Osborne that kept that drive alive and led to the second Green Bay touchdown. Bob Avellini, 8 of 14. Again, that's not an atrocious number, but only 72 yards. He hadn't turned the ball over, but there was just nothing going. Longest completion was 12 yards. Bobby Douglas comes in, goes 6 of 8. Leads a pair of touchdown drives. Runs the ball well as well. On the ground, Gale Sayers, 26 carries, 101 yards, and a touchdown. For Chicago, Jim Taylor leads the way for the Packers, 17 carries for 60 yards for him. You see Bobby Douglas carried 3 times for 63 after he came into the game. James Lofton goes over the 100-yard receiving mark, 9 for 114. Chamora, 6 catches. Mike Ditka led Chicago's receivers with 5. On the defensive side of the ball, tackles Kyle Fuller and Ray Nitschke lead the way with 14. Mike Singletary had 13. Dick Butkus, if you're wondering, had 7 along with half a sack. Again, they put Butkus on the outside with Singletary staying in the middle. Butkus a little bit more pursuit-oriented. So they let him go outside with some freedom to roam. Let Singletary be a little bit more of the stay-at-home guy down the middle. Willie Davis, a pair of sacks. Mike Douglas, a pair of sacks. Green Bay picked up 5 sacks total, most of those coming in the second half. Chicago was able to get to Bart Starr twice. So that will wrap things up. There's your scoring summary. Lofton, the 26-yard reception from Starr to open it. Edinger with the 52-yard field goal. Aaron Jones then ran it in after that drive was extended after the nullified interception there in the second quarter. That was a big play in this game, too, because it kind of let Green Bay really take a hold of the momentum. Longwell with the field goal in the third, then another one in the fourth. And then the 2 late scores from the Bears to get themselves back into the game. But it wasn't enough in the end as Green Bay emerges with the 20-17 victory. Let's see. I think of what we would... Honestly, the most I guess technically the play of the game would be that the best play would be the touchdown from the back-to-back plays here on that opening drive that kind of opened things up. Starr to Max McGee there. Which I think maybe McGee's only reception actually in this game, which was a bit surprising. Again, the Bears defense didn't play badly at all. Here's the touchdown strike to James Lofton that started things off. That's probably the play of the game. Actually, Gale Sayers' touchdown run is actually probably the play of the game. So that'll wrap things up here. I don't know when I'll do the next broadcast. I don't usually do too many broadcasts over the weekends. That is family time. But I may get something done late at night if everybody is out and the wife is asleep and such. But appreciate everybody tuning into this one. I know this was a pre-recorded game, but I appreciate everybody checking in and following along with this project. Again, if you have any questions about the project, feel free to hit me up on the Facebook or in the Discord, which I'll drop again here into the chat. Also pinned to the start of this chat as well, the Legend Sports Universe Discord. I'll be doing a lot more minutia and little small things and details and regular updates on this project, where we're at, and all that kind of stuff. I'll do stat dumps for the baseball league, and just other project details. So hopefully you will come and be a part of the Legend Sports Universe Discord channel, with a lot of fun stuff going on there, and very excited for the start of this project in particular. So until next time, guys, thank you as always for joining me. Be good to each other, and we'll talk soon. The Packers take the tournament matchup at Soldier Field, 20-17 over the Bears.